Nancy Cassinis with the Cassinis Pet Trust firm. Have you ever thought about what would happen to your pet if something happened to you? Would friends and family know how to care for your pet? Would they be able to? You can know the exact answer to these questions by including pets in your estate planning. One way to include pets in your estate plan is to set up a pet trust. What is a pet trust? Is it something for the rich and famous? No, a pet trust is something that's available to all pet parents, and it's becoming increasingly affordable. Basically, a pet trust is a binding legal document that makes sure that if something happens to you, your pet is well protected. In that legal document, you're going to set up a caregiver in advance who would take your animal into their home upon your passing. You would also set up a trustee. The trustee would be in charge of overseeing the funds in your pet trust to make sure that your animal is cared for the way you see fit. Choosing your caregiver and your trustee are very important. Your trustee should be someone that's good with money and responsible. Also, your trustee should be someone that is able to check in on your caregiver and make sure that they're following the terms of your pet trust. Your caregiver is going to be the person who has the same pet care mindset that you do. They're going to be taking your animal into their home after all and providing them with a life just the way you would have. So how do you fund a pet trust? I like to think of a simple funding formula. Think about the number of years left in your pet's remaining lifespan. Then multiply that number by your pet's annual expenses. That should provide a great baseline for how much should be in your pet trust. Then make sure you pad the pet trust funds with money for unforeseen medical expenses. And if you'd like to compensate your caregiver or your trustee, make sure you include that amount in the pet trust as well. A very important component of your pet trust are the care instructions. They should be carefully thought out so that your caregiver knows exactly how you would want your pet cared for. In there, just like you would leave instructions for a pet sitter if you went out of town, you're going to talk about food, medication, the vets you prefer, exercise, and the basics. But you're also going to include information on controversial pet care issues. Don't leave your caregiver wondering what you would want under certain situations. For instance, if your pet has an annual dental exam, do you believe they should be put under? If you are giving worming medication, do you want to make sure that they're injected, or do you prefer the chewable monthly tablets? You could fund your pet trust, for instance, with a life insurance policy. Make sure that you speak with your attorney or your CPA to make sure that you've set up your pet trust in the way that would work best for you and your tax situation. These are important things to think about when crafting the pet care instructions for your trust. There are a variety of ways to make sure that you include your pets in your estate plans. For instance, if you had funded your pet trust with your life insurance policy, you might also want a pet power of attorney. That way, if you were incapacitated, your pet would still be well taken care of. Other considerations are important. Do you have a pet care directive? If you were hospitalized, that would enable your caregiver to know exactly how you want your pet cared for in a short-term situation. Do you have a wallet emergency ID card? That way, if you're in an accident, emergency responders know you have an animal at home that needs to be cared for. Again, there are a variety of ways to take care of your pet. Make sure that you check out cobar.org for more information about Senior Law Day so that you can come learn more about including pets in estate planning.